Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching me from. How are you all doing? How is your Thursday coming along? How are you all doing? Thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to like this live stream as you join. And also, let me know where you're watching me from. You can put that in the comment section when you get to the chat and also contribute to the discussion today because it's going to be an interesting one. All right. Having said that, once again, welcome to Oyoyo's World live stream on YouTube and Facebook. And if you're watching me from Facebook, hello, buddies. Hello, friends. How you all doing? How is the weather in your location? Right now, in my location, is a little bit warm. We are 24 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's not too cold and it's not too warm. So we are happy. We have two digits in terms of our temperature. So it's a good day. So how you all doing? I hope it's a good day in your location. How you all doing? Let me know what's going on in your area, what the weather is like, and where you're watching me from. Thank you guys for joining me today. Anita, thank you for being here. Thank you. I do appreciate your presence. How you doing and how is it going on in your location? I hope your day has been fantastic. Mine has been amazing so far and hopefully remains this way. All right, so today I'm talking on a very interesting topic. Yeah, I would rather use the interesting than sensitive. It's very interesting topic for me, and is one that is dear to my heart as well. So that's what we want to be discussing today in the live stream: girl, child, achievement, challenges, and inheritance. Vis-a-vis a case study of a YouTuber, a Nigerian YouTuber named Mary J. Black. So if you are Mary J. Black's fan, you will know who I'm talking about. And if you're yet to know her, definitely you eventually get to check out her channel to find out why she's one of the persons on my life, on my thumbnail, and why her name is also on my title. Spice it up with Onwadia. How are ya? Thank you for joining me. You guys are amazing. And the 6 people watching me, please don't forget to like this video. If you're watching from Facebook, don't forget to share. Thank you, Joe, for sharing already on Facebook. Let's have this discussion. Let's talk about it today. I know it's one of those things people don't want to talk about. People shy away from discussions like this, but oftentimes we neglect them and we pretend as though they don't exist, as though we don't understand, as though we don't feel it, but we do. So we might as well talk about it. If we feel it, if we understand it, yeah, we might as well talk about it. So I'll be discussing the value of a girl child, challenges, achievements, and inheritance. So I'll be talking about all of this today. Feel free to join me in the conversation through the chat room, and also if you're interested in jumping into the hot seat to discuss this with me today, I will be more than delighted to drop my link so that we can have more people, or rather more opinion, to this particular topic. So what am I talking about today? Girl child. If you're a girl, say hi in the comment section. Yeah, I'm a girl. And I have girls. So why is it so interesting to me? First of all, I must recommend, because I believe in giving honor to whom honor is due. I want to thank Vicky's Corner for bringing up this particular channel, because I watch her, but I really don't know anything about her. I just watch the makeup and wonder how they create the magics they create in that channel, and I just walk past. So I didn't know the lady that much until Vicky's Corner made emphasis about her channel. So I went back to watch her story and what she was able to achieve today. Okay, because the video was shared today and all of that. I believe yesterday or today. So if I'm not mistaken. All right. So what did the lady achieve? She talked about how how life was for them growing up, how she and her other two sisters, that means there are three girls in the family, how her father lost his job as a banker and life turned upside down for them within a short period of time. It was from grace, from yeah, it went all the way down the slope. So they started struggling. They did quite a lot of businesses, by the way, helping their mother sell kunu and what have you to pay school fees. And they were determined to succeed. And as God will have it, grace on their side. And they are successes today, if I will put it. They are successes. Her and her two sisters. All right, why is this topic very interesting as well? Why is her story interesting? So she made a video talking about challenges they experienced growing up, hardship, nobody came for them, nobody helped them, how she got into YouTubing, how her husband supported her in her YouTubing, and eventually she was able to buy her father his dream home. Oh my goodness. The house is beautiful. Let me even start from there. It's classy, it's beautiful, it's giving every vibe you can think of, a more modern home. And this was acquired by a baby girl. You heard me right. Yeah, by a baby girl. Why did I use her as a case study? People look at those on YouTube and think, yeah, why are you wasting your time on social media? You're on YouTube, you're on Facebook, you're on Instagram. That is the new money. If you're still depending on stock exchange, it keeps falling back and forth. If you're into cryptocurrency, it keeps falling back and forth. But social media is bound to stay. The last time I checked, I've not seen any of them being out of business. The likes of Twitter's. Twitter was bought by how many billions? I guess that was the highest acquisition that was done last year. When it happened, I think I made a short video about that last year. Twitter is also a social media platform. How about Facebook? Facebook is now, they have transformed from just coming to meet your old classmates to giving YouTube a good run for their money. And how about YouTube? YouTube is picking it up to like challenge every new social media that is coming to outrun them. So these platforms are bound to stay. They are not going anywhere. News will continue to break, entertainment will continue to happen, and new discoveries will continue to happen on all these platforms. So this lady is a YouTuber. Yeah, she's a YouTuber from northern Nigeria. She lives, I believe, in Kaduna or Kano. I don't want to be precise because I don't know exactly, but I know she lives in the north, and she is transforming lives in what she's doing. She does makeup right now. And her makeup are not just the one that you come and make my beautiful face up. If you make my beautiful face, I will be beautiful, right? Yes, because I'm already beautiful. But she transformed the least expected beauty. When you think that this person is with all the patches and everything, that lady transforms that face to be wow kind of moment. So she rakes views on YouTube. She makes a lot of views, and that generates a lot of income. So when she narrated today in her today's video about her struggles growing up, challenges with her and her two sisters, and then that her greatest joy is that she has been able to acquire some money and buy her father his dream home. I was like, wait a minute, this is a girl child fulfilling a father's dream. You can't beat that. Then again, I have another one. I have a Chimamanda Adichie. Most people know her. If she's a global name to reckon with, from Europe to Africa, Africa to North America, South America, she's a force to reckon with. And guess what? The last time I checked, she's still a woman. Okay, she's a girl child, and she is doing her papa, her late father, extremely proud. Why did I put them there? Because I want to put people that we can relate, with, not those that were born in the 60s, 50s, and what have you. I wanted to bring people that are young people as well. When you're looking at, okay, what is she even talking about? Yes, young girls, young people, girls turned women are making waves. They are doing wonders, impacting our generations and changing lives. So if you're a young girl out there, and then you think, yeah, I know they don't value me that much because I'm not a boy, I'm here to tell you that you are valued, you are important, and you can change your generation. I'm going to give you a slight example as well about the young girl that was doing climate change movement. She was 16 when she shook the world. The likes of former President Donald Trump replied to her tweet on Twitter, calling her names because the girl said sat at their parliament for days for them to pass a law concerning climate change. She was less than 16 when she started that campaign. It was a movement. She will go there, carrying placards that they need to do, they need to save the earth, they need to do this, do that. As a young girl, she is making waves. I'm not even talking about the young Indian girl, I think, that lives in England now, making waves as well. So girls are important, girls are valued, but in some societies, they still look down on them as though they are less important than the boys. So that is what is making most of my discussion today, and referencing Mary J. Black channel, a YouTuber that just recently launched a home for the father, or rather bought a home for the father, which she shared her story on YouTube. All right. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Joe. Thank you for being here. Judy Gabriel, thank you for being here. I do appreciate all of you. Please, as you come in, don't forget to like this live stream. Don't forget to share. If you're on Facebook, share me out so others can also come and, lend their voices as well. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to share this live stream for us to have more audience and more people on the live stream. So then coming to about inheritance, I'm going to be specific on this one because this inheritance thing, as it relates to the eastern part of Nigeria, the Igbos, oftentimes they don't even remember that girls could inherit anything from their fathers, from their parents. No, every inheritance is geared towards the male child. Sometimes the women are I would like to disenfranchise from that. Yeah. The women are not even put into consideration. They are not even considered when it comes to inheritance in Igbo culture. Basically, they will tell you, are you talking about land? You're going to be married out of the family. Is expected, right? So based on that, most people don't even think or rather consider that girls can actually inherit things from their parents. And I'm also going to drop it here in case you're not aware yet that the Supreme Court of Nigeria has also, gave a verdict that women can inherit from their parents, from their fathers. So if anybody is thinking, yeah, I'm the boy child and everything is gonna belong to me, no, don't think that way, because that girl, that sister, also has a right to her father's properties. This has been a very sensitive one that people don't want to talk about, but these are the things that we should be, advising our parents, our mothers, our sisters. Yeah, you stand a chance of getting something from your father. For the father, you're a girl child does not mean they should disenfranchise. No, you have right as much as the boy child. Thank you guys for coming here. I really value all your time. I value your presence. I value your opinion. Don't let me talk alone. If you're interested in, adding your voice to this, let me know in the comment section and I'll be dropping my link. All right. So back again to the story. This young lady, a YouTuber, for those thinking that people on YouTube are wasting their time, this is to tell you, no, there is so much money to make on social media. Just find what you have passion for, what you have interest in discussing or sharing with the world, and definitely you're going to you're going to get there someday. It might not be an easy road to trend, but I tell you, as time goes on, it gets easier. You get to understand the workings of the platform, and you get to share your story, and people might get towards that story, and that is what makes you very, makes it, will I say, a money making venture. Yeah, it is. If you go to YouTube and type how to make this, how to do this, how to build this, how to do, you're gonna find tons of resources for you to like dive into, read, watch, and understand. And from there, you can be able to achieve a lot. I remember last year, a lady shared on Facebook that thanks to YouTube that she has learned how to make akara, which is akara is bean cake. Not everybody can say yes, they can, but a lot of people can testify to date that they've learned one or two things by watching videos on YouTube. And that is a fact. All right, so Joe said you can drop the link, my ex. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Thank you guys for being here. I really, really appreciate all of you. Why am I talking about girl's child, the inheritance, the challenges, the achievement? Yeah, I'm a girl mom. Yeah, I have two beautiful daughters that I devote all my time, energy, and resources to make sure that they achieve something in the society. I try to teach them that, see, you are beautiful and you are made wonderful. But the Bible said you are the apple of his eyes, and exactly that's what they are. You are created in the form of God, in God's image, and that's what you are. So every day I try to equip them to the understanding that, look, the only thing that is holding you from becoming that which you want to become is yourself. You are the only one holding yourself, not your any other person, not the boys, no, you are the one holding yourself from achieving that which you set your mind to achieve. If you decide you're going to do that, change the world, you will change the world. Why am I not saying you can change my home? Well, no, because I want them to understand that they have a voice for the world to hear. They can change the world. They can make their own impact. They can add their own value. That's what I teach my children every day. For them to understand that. Because if you believe you can, yes, indeed you can. But it has to start from believing that you can achieve something before you see results. You can't sit at the comfort of your place or lie all day in bed and think you're going to achieve anything. It's not going to happen. You have to put in the time, put in the work, and the passion to see you through. Because when you don't have passion for that which you're pushing for, that dream will die. But if you have passion for it, even if you're striking and it's not working, that passion is what is going to sustain you when the road is tough. Today, everybody's enjoying Amazon. Everybody wants to be like Jeff Bezos. Everybody wants to. If you go back to research about that guy, you find out how many times he tried and how many times he failed. But did he give up? If he gave up, we will not have Amazon today. He did not give up. He kept on striving. He kept on working on something. So it's the passion that will get you there, especially in difficult times. Thank you, Juba Bruce Love TV. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Chi Go. Happy New Year, beautiful. It's been a long time. Thank you for being here as well. All right. Also, another thing I want to say here is that you girl child listening to me, you woman, you young girl listening to me, I tell you, you can change the world. Yes. But that change we are talking about starts with you, and it starts with me. Believing that you can. If you believe it, you achieve it. Another thing I want to, let me go on a lighter mood so it will not be all serious. Let me make all of us remember some things in life. I remember when Buhari, the president of Nigeria, when Buhari went for a conference, I can't remember whether it was United Nations conference or something, which I believe it was something like that. And they were asking Buhari about A question, they threw a question to Buhari about his wife. He said that his wife belongs to the kitchen, to the other room. The wife belongs to the other room. And while Buhari was making that statement, he was standing on the stage with a chancellor, not vice, a chancellor from Germany, which happens to be what you consider the president of Germany, right? He was standing with the woman, and they're asking you about your wife. You said your wife belongs to the other room, and the person next to you on the same podium is a woman. So that goes to show societies that give priorities to women and those who do not recognize that women can amount to anything. How can you, a man, a president, not even a man, a president of a great country, right, say that his wife belongs to the other room in front of another woman that is also the head of state, like you were? Guys, you guys can understand that. So if you make a girl believe that, yeah, what else can she amount to? That she belongs to the kitchen, she belongs to the other room, she belongs to a man, whatever the man says, that's what she's expected to do. You're limiting the potentials of that child. We have to change the narratives. We have to make our girls understand they have every potential to become whatever they want to become. And it starts by believing you can. If you believe it, young girl listening to me, young child listening to me, if you believe it, yes, you can. Trust me, you can. Look at my reference today, the Black, Mary J. Black. I keep calling Mary J. Black, yeah. Many years ago in the streets of Kaduna, she would have doubted herself if she was going to ever have the opportunity of building anything for her father. But today, they commissioned the home she bought for her father. Yes, a girl child from the streets of Kaduna, Nigeria. So if she can legitimately with her hard-earned money, yes, you can. All right. Thank you guys for being here. That man gets sense before. Leave Baba, Baba. Boo boo get sense now. If you don't get sense, how come they rule on her? If you don't get sense, boo get sense. So, and they are here talking. Another Baba Blue will now come in and continue from where boo stopped. Anyway, we are not here to talk about politics, so let me not deviate. Thank you, Joyce. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for listening from the background. I appreciate you. And Juba said, okay, that is so true. Woman is the beauty of, is the beauty of the world. Woman is the beauty of the world. And that's why man full love them and don't abuse them. Oh, yeah. You just said it right. Love them and do not abuse a woman. You heard that. Very interesting video. Thank you, Chi. Thank you. Person where they seek every time. Joseph, whatever you like, you see. The last time I checked, that man is still the president of Nigeria. Okay? And this is being sick did not start this year. He's been on, but he still remains the president of Nigeria. So it's left for them. A president saying that the wife belongs to the other room. That means you're saying that every woman in Nigeria, girls, young girls, teenagers, they belong to the other room. You can't limit the potentials of your child because of the child's gender. No, you can't. Give them the free hand to explore, to try things, to believe in themselves that they can. First of all, believe in themselves. Yes, I want to be an engineer. For the fact that she's a woman, you shouldn't tell her, no, women can become engineers. No, you say, like, is that your passion? What do you think you can make? That, mommy, the other day, I was able to connect the negative pole and the positive pole and electricity came up. That is the interest. Encourage that passion. Don't shut that young girl down because of her gender. Tell her, yes, she can. Sweetheart, Aisha, Abiola, Mary, Nkechi, if you think you can become an engineer, yes, you can. Ekaite, If you have passion to become an engineer, yes, you can. A girl child can do that. All she needs is that boost, that belief from the parents, whether you're a guardian or an auntie, uncle, that belief that yes, she can. And not to tell her that she belongs to the other room, like Mr. Boo Boo said, in front of another woman that is the president of their own country. You're telling the world that your own wife belongs to the other room. That means African women belongs to the other room. And look at how the world is shaping up today. The likes of Ngozi Konjiwala. Where is she today? She is board of Twitter, World Bank. Yeah. The head. I guess she's not in the other room cooking for Mr. Boo Boo. She's adding her value, making her impact, and changing the world. These are women that are changing narratives. And you and I can also tell our girl Kate at home, you can do that. You want to be a dancer, you can be a dancer. You want to be an architect, oh, go for it, girl. The sky is not the limit anymore. After all, astronauts, they go to the moon. So there is no stopping a girl child in what a girl child can do. Little we can do for them is to believe that they can, encourage them, boost that confidence. They come with excitement from school after a STEM class. STEM is science, technology and engineering. After that kind of class, they will come back home. Mommy, we were able to do this. Yeah, clap for the child. And encourage that if you guys can, you build this from your science class. Wow, way to go, girl. That might be all that that child needs to hear to keep her on track to succeed. All right. Chi said, very correct. He's still there as our president. Just imagine. This is a big problem for us, especially here in Nigeria. They believe every woman is subjected to the kitchen. Total BS. All right. I'm glad we are talking and we have men as well here, sharing their own thought and opinion. If you're watching me from Facebook, okay, don't forget to share this video. I mean, it doesn't cost a thing to share on your wall. Let others come and contribute their own quota because I want to make it conversational. And if you're on Facebook, yes, my channel can receive stars. You can also give me stars to encourage me for always coming live to bring some interesting topics to you guys. Having said that, guys, I'll be dropping my link for anybody that wants to come in. And then when it comes to inheritance, basically, I'll be taking it down to the Igbos. I'm Igbo from Igbo Nigerian, so I'll be taking it down to the Igbos, where a woman is not seen as someone who can inherit something from her father, simply because of what? Her gender. So inheritance are left for the man. You heard me? I know it might sound straight to most people listening to me, but that is the reality on ground. That is the reality people from the Eastern Nigeria face. But thank goodness that the Supreme Court, gave a verdict that women can inherit from their father's properties. That is the latest. This case has gone back and forth in the Supreme Court and in the Nigerian legal system. Finally, it made its way to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court has decided. Okay, so that is the thing now. All right, so thank you guys for being here. Oh my goodness, my Facebook people are sharing. Thank you guys for all those share. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys for the share. Thank you guys so much. And to my YouTube people, please, if you have a community, share. I want to hear other people, what they think about what I'm sharing today. I want us to have discussion on this and also lend your own voice. Let me know what's your opinion regarding to my topic today. Okay, I talk about the achievements of our young girl child. Yes. Are they making exploit? I will tell you they are. I'm going to be giving some practical things that happen around my area where I live. Are there challenges being a young girl? Oh my goodness, tons of challenges as well. How about inheritance? I'm going to be very specific on the inheritance because of the knowledge I have about that. So I'm going to be measuring mostly on the Igbo Nigerians, okay, about inheritance. What are our girls' achievements? I mentioned Chimamanda Adichie Odelowa one. She is the first woman in her community to be given a chief. Yeah, and that happened just this Christmas. Few weeks ago, she was given a chieftaincy title in her community in Nigeria, Anambra, Nigeria, because of what? Because of what she has been offering to the world. She started writing books, writing like an old mind. You know, not just writing stories like young folks. No, she writes like an old mind. If you ever read the likes of Chinua Achebe, you can understand, or rather better relate with Chimamanda's books. She's going to make you to visualize what you're reading. She writes with such depth. Young mind, but writes like an old mind. Like, you know, when your grandparents are telling you folks, the kind of things that you'll be hearing from them are not just the kind of things that you take for granted. Those are the things you take home and think about them twice. Chimamanda, in her book, she writes with so much details that you're beginning to imagine as you're reading. Imagine what happened to Mazio Keke and what happened to them. You have to form the drama in your mind while reading the book. It brings the narrative into action, into drama. It plays in your mind. And that's the skill and the gift that that woman has. So she was given a chieftaincy title in Oba, Anambra State, not Oba, Aba. Please, pardon me for that. In Aba, Anambra State, Nigeria, as the Odelowa. Odelowa means she who writes for the whole world, not Odela Aba. Not Odela Anambra or Nigeria, Odelo Owa, for the whole world. This woman is being celebrated in South America, in Europe, America itself, Nigeria, every part of Africa, every part of the globe. Is it Asia? She has been all over the place. They value her work, they celebrate her. Those are the little achievements I'm going to mention in here. I talked about the case study of a YouTuber. Somebody, yeah, I'm bringing this down so that you can see it's very close to you. Somebody who is not like Chimamanda, you know that there are other things you can do within your bracket. Mary J. Black is a YouTuber. She makes videos. She says she started as a vlogger, going to the street, interviewing people and doing, you know, her personal thing before she got big and got into makeup. So if a YouTuber can change a life, affect the lives of the people around her, and the testimony that people gave in the video she shared, talking about how kind and how kind her heart is. She was busy doing what? Changing lives, the lives of people around her, and she made a great impact by getting her father his dream home. She's a girl, a YouTuber. You can't say she's a professor, she has a PhD, or she went to Harvard. She went to schools in Nigeria, but she is impacting lives and making changes. So, girl, what is holding you back, you young girl listening to me? Let's change the narratives. Let's prove everybody that looked at us, after all, we are girl children. Let's prove the world wrong that we can do better. The saying that what a man can do, a woman can do even much more better has been on and ongoing ever since. Keep to that. Keep challenging yourself to be a better version of yourself every day that you wake up. All right. Thank you, True Mamle. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you, amazing people. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate all of you. I value all of you. And to my Facebook fans, oh my God, my Facebook followers, friends, God bless you guys real good for always sharing my videos. I don't know how to say thank you, but you guys are simply amazing. God bless you guys real good. All right, back to my discussion. Why am I talking about this today? Why? Why wouldn't I talk about it? Why wouldn't I? It gladdens my heart when I watched that lady's video this morning. She narrated how they suffered, how they paid through their education with their kunu money. We all know what kunu is, you know, the local drinks you make for your family. They were making it and selling it to pay tuition in the school. And then eventually they did that, they graduated. Did they give up? After all, I'm a girl, I should just go and find a husband and marry and be in the kitchen like Mr. Boo Boo, Nigerian president, said that they belong to the other room. They did not give up. They still continue to strive, continue to try other things to know what they can get and what they can be good at until fate starts smiling at them. So I didn't want to come and start dropping names of those high and mighty girls or women that have achieved something. I wanted to bring it down to us so that you can understand that if that Mary J. Black can do it, I can do it. If Chimamanda can do it, I can do it. So what are we talking about today? We're talking about how girls are changing the narratives, how girls are making waves despite the thing hovering around them. When it comes to an inheritance in Igbo culture, they don't consider women. That was one of the reasons why he went to court, because a particular family, they were dragging their father's inheritance. This wife gave birth to a male child. The other wife did not give birth to a male child. And then they felt because you don't have a male child, you're not entitled to your father's inheritance. So they went to court. They dragged this from their local court in their state up until it went to a high court, from high court to appeal court, from Court of Appeal to Supreme Court, which is the final court in Nigeria. By the time they finished, the court now ruled that women are entitled to inheritance. Yeah, for the fact that your mother did not give birth to a male child does not mean that the siblings of the male child will go empty-handed. No, for the fact that you are a male does not mean you're going to now take everything that belongs to your father. No. The girls are entitled to inheritance. You cannot disinherit them because of what? Their gender. So that case is actually coming from a polygamous home. If anybody really cared to know, you can go look it up. Because the other woman did not have a male child, this one had male child. So they assume because of the culture, you understand, that the other children are not entitled to. And because they're educated, they went to court. Anybody listen, they went to court. This case has been ongoing for over 7-10 years. But look at where it has gotten to. Now there is a law backing up that the women, girls, are not supposed to lose out from their father's inheritance because of their gender. All right, so what are the challenges as well? Let me drop my link in case anybody wants to hop on to this conversation. So let me drop my link today. I'm really enjoying this topic, sincerely. I'm enjoying this topic. I am, really, really, really having a good time with this. I remember when I had that conversation with my husband. My husband is not from our culture are not the same, because where they are from, women are entitled to inheritance. You don't just drive them away or say, they are entitled to inheritance. But where I'm from, you don't even talk about it. It's like those kind of conversation that you don't get to have. You don't talk about it because everybody has the notion, or rather the understanding that is the way it's supposed to be. You understand? For the fact that you're not a male, you're not even supposed to discuss it in the first place. All right, I do have a guest here. I have Joseph here. Thank you for joining me today, Joe. How are you doing? And how is the weather in your location?
Good evening, ma.
Good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yes, ma. Oh, the weather is kind of, would I say hot, kind of friendly or so, but we thank
The
God we
weather
kept it
is
going.
always hot in the tropics, and Nigeria is one of them.
Yes,
Amazing. Thank you
yes,
for being here.
you're
And True
welcome, ma.
Mamle said, we are showing them they just don't get it. Yeah, they just don't get it. That is just it, because the world is male. That's where I would say the word is male. So as far as I'm concerned, whatever they say, whatever they think is good and fine. But we are changing the narratives, we are making waves, and we are changing things. This topic is so close to my heart. I know you do as well. Honestly, too, Mamle, this topic is so close to heart. Sincerely speaking, sincerely. My brother told me just yesterday that he is the man, therefore he has the right. You see, true, Mamle, if you tell me, please, what country are you from? Because I need to know that this is not just, as relate to the Igbos and Nigeria. You can see it's happening everywhere. They don't even consider, they don't even put it into, the way you put something into consideration. Yeah, our father left these properties. How are we going to divide it or share? Mm-mm. They don't even bring women into that conversation at all, at all. They don't. Um, hey, see my beautiful Mel. Welcome, beautiful. Tumamle is from Ghana, so you can understand. I'm talking about what is applicable in Nigeria. The same thing is applicable in Ghana. That her brother told her just yesterday that he is a man, therefore he has the right. So you can understand what I'm talking about. The challenges of a girl child, the challenge, and when you look at it in the true sense of it all, girls are making waves. I'm going to allow Joe to say something before I will continue. So, Joe, what's your take on today's topic?
Oh, well, this is a really wonderful topic today. And first and foremost, I want to welcome all our listeners and our fans out there for listening to this wonderful topic. And I also want to also thank you for also bringing all these kind of topics, because these are the things that we need to learn. Either it's beneficial now or for the future purpose. They are all we all need it. We all need to learn from it. Um, well, let me say my own opinion, because definitely we all have our own opinions. So
Absolutely.
so from my own opinion, like I think this gender inferiority has been happening for long, and
Mhm.
if because I don't know, the same God that created a man is the same God that created a woman. So the only differences is just our body shape. As it cause, and I don't see a reason why a guy who always subject women to holy kitchen. Even if you see some women, if they want to, maybe they want to go for that, they want to go for their masters or any other thing in the education, you see their parents discourage them, telling them, last, no be kitchen where you go see hand down. Like you could imagine those kind of things. So and now you are discouraging them, and I believe that everybody on this earth here has a purpose why you're created. You are not just here to come and be cooking alone. And you as a guy, you're not just here just to be working and be feeding the family alone. There are other things. There is a purpose why you're created. So imagine you're limiting a woman because she's a woman, you're limiting her to become a housewife, just be in the kitchen. Is it money I'll be providing for you? Just be like it is very, very wrong. The same way you are working to make your money, you can't. If your wife is also making that money as well, is there anything bad in it? You are chasing a future in your engineering, in whatever field of study you are. Give your wife or give that lady as well that chance to also pursue her own dream too. It's not every lady that
Right.
was. It's not every woman that will sit comfortably and be waiting that I want to buy my let my husband come when he comes back. Okay, I want to buy like not all ladies. Oh I want to buy I want to buy recharge card. Let my husband come. No, it's very wrong, and that is why all these problems usually later backfire when the husband finally dies and the wife has
Yes.
nothing to do. Then you now start saying, "Oh, family are coming here and there. They want to claim the properties." But if you have allowed the wife also have something doing, all this family is coming. If your family should come and say they want to claim the man's house, the wife will just to avoid issues. The wife will gladly leave because she knows that she has one that she can live in and feel comfortable in. She has a career that she can fall back to, not depending on the husband. So these are all these things that let me generalize it. We men, or let me say everybody needs to start having this mindset intact.
Absolutely. Joe, you said something that it has been happening, from time memorial. That is the truth. And even where I live in the US here, there are some kind of employment that you have because you're a woman, they will pay you less. Your the counterpart, the male there is earning higher than you, the same level. You put on the same level of employment, but
Wow.
he's earning more and you're earning less because of your gender. And trust women here, they've been pushing and pushing. When you see all those things, they are working on those and they're not giving up. At some point, it started getting better when Obama became president. They're trying to like talk about what is it called again? Equal employment, equal benefit, equal this, not because you're this, you're
Yes,
that, you
yes.
get better. It has been happening. It has been happening. Some will even shut you down before you even start talking. Then some people will tell you, why even wasting all the money training this one is going to go to a master. I'm gonna tell you what happened to my auntie.
Exactly.
What happened to my auntie? My auntie died. She passed maybe about 6 or 7 years ago, and she passed at the age of 98. So you can understand when she was born. She said when she was in elementary school in those days, and she and one other man from my village, from my hometown, they were the best students, you understand? So she was even doing better than the boy in class. But because she is, a girl, they did not push her to go for scholarship. They said no,
Wow.
they picked the boy. That was the second in class to go
Imagine,
for that.
just
The
imagine.
second, but because she she was a woman, they did not. Then the second in command now eventually went to college. From there, he was sent overseas to go and study medicine. My auntie did not continue anymore. Do you get what
Wow.
I'm saying? So
Yeah, I'm getting
it
it,
has
mom.
been happening for many years. But I thank God that we are here to also lend our own voices, because a lot of people, a lot of women in the past, they've championed this cause and they are not giving up. So because they did not give up, and we are getting feeling lighter on our feet because a lot of work had been done in the past to make it better for us, we should do our bit, in the sense that if you have a girl child in your home, don't just let that child know that the best that will happen to you is to get married and get into the kitchen. Like Buhari said, you belong to the other room. No, let that not be anything that will come from any woman's mouth in this dispensation. Tell
And
your girl child you can achieve what you set your mind to achieve. And today you can become what you want to become. See, despite all these challenges, we should continuously encourage our girl child. I just got something I want to say here in Abia State. Okay, this happened in November 30th in Abia State and Nigeria, okay? Abia State, Nigeria. Governor Ikpeazu signs female inheritance bill into law, okay? He signed female inheritance bill into law. That means there is a legal backing for that girl child. There is a legal backing for that woman trying to get this and that from our supposedly father, okay? Thank you, Color of Boma, for being here. Colors of Boma, thank you for being here. So I'm going to read it quickly since it's a very short one. A female inheritance bill, which would see Abia women inherit and own properties in their father's family, has been signed into law by Governor Okezie Ikpeazu. Ikpeazu, who congratulated women over the bill, which now has a law citation of the female person's right of inheritance of property law 2022. So he goes to say, said his administration would continue to support women. Also appreciating the State Assembly for the courage to pass the bill, the governor promised that his administration would lean on the side of reason and common sense in the discharge of this obligation to the residents of the state. Ikpeazu, who also described the bill as historic, yeah, it is indeed historic bill, adding
Exactly.
that women would no longer be treated as second-class citizens, even in their families. So you can understand, even in their families, I'm going to give a scenario for people to get it better. Let's
Yes, ma'am.
assume that you have 4 children, right? three girls and one boy, and the boy happens to be the very last child. Okay, so the boy has three older siblings before him, and then their father has a little wealth. Okay, and the man passes. For example, the man passes all the properties that the man owned, because most Igbo people, they don't write will, and that's what our men should form a habit of doing. Write
That's
a
very,
will while
very,
you're
very.
alive. This to
Uh,
give your inheritance to your children while you are alive. So not when you pass, they'll be dragging each other in the court. It's not okay. So what happened then? The boy is assuming, now since I'm the male child, everything that belongs to our daddy belongs
of
to
course,
me
now because it's glaring
automatically.
to see.
Automatically. So what happened to your other siblings? They are women now. They're supposed to go to their husbands' places.
They will say they are marrying them away now, that, so there's
Yeah.
going to be another
So
name. So
this
because
law
of that,
right now that Ibazo signed into the bill, he signed into law in Abia State, will now give them what voices, making them feel like on equal parts with their brothers, with their, not to like, yeah, because you're a woman, you cannot inherit from your father's properties or father's family. You have right of inheritance, which is a historic one in Nigeria, and I must applaud the governor of Abia State for doing that. Even if he hasn't done anything right, at least this one thing I would say that he did absolutely well.
yeah, exactly. It's a good one.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to like this live stream as you come in, and don't forget to share if you can. So, why am I saying the challenges? What are the challenges? The challenges of the fact that you're a girl, you want to become an engineer. Your father will tell you that men, girls are not engineers. You want to become an architect. Your father will tell you that girls, they don't go into architecture. You have to go and either find a course that you read that is more feminine like. I've heard people talk about it that these were their stories. They wanted to become this, but because they did not get support from home, that's why they came to study this. Let's stop limiting our girls. If they want to be architects, fine, go for it, girl. You can start by building with cardboard paper in the house. There was a story that I saw over the years, a few years ago, in Nigeria, a lady mechanic. They say that lady is so thorough with her job. But when she started to do her mechanic job, do you know the kind of challenges that lady had? Nobody, no man could trust her with their vehicle. They say, this one, no. Even when she was doing apprentice, when she was doing learning the job, if they come to, they say, okay, work on this car, the man will just say all manner of things to the owner of the shop. Why are you giving my car to a woman? Waiting that one, Sabi. Honestly. So you can understand it. Then she struggled and she did not give up. She continued to learn the skill until she mastered it. And when she started her own, she said it was still those few people that already knew her from where she learned the work were still patronized, but new people couldn't. They were like, oh, waiting this one feed do. How you, woman mechanic? I beg Jerry, make you not bring another person to work my car. Or was it the story of the lady that rides tricycle, the keke, whatever? I don't know what they call it now, the tricycle in Nigeria. When she started, we like nobody believed she could.
It's tricycle.
Yeah, tricycle. When she started, nobody believed she could, honestly. And look at her now. They interviewed her on BBC, and she really gave all her challenges, explained her struggle and her successes. She makes more money than even some people working in the bank. So the thing is that we should stop limiting our girls. We should stop it. We
And most
should.
times these things always come like, or maybe because I'm in the western part, because I've seen this kind of instances happening in the western part. Like you see a lady, even in a house where they have like, even if they have 10 women and they have only one boy, they don't mind leaving all those ladies, telling them, "Yeah, go and learn trade. Yeah, you go and learn hairdresser. You go and learn fashion designer." Then they will focus all their attention on the boy alone. And if eventually Kama will now come out again, karma cannot make it to the worst that the boy will now even become useless. Now the boy will become useless. Now the other daughters that you're supposed to train, you didn't train them. Now all their hopes will be dashed away. So it
That
shouldn't
is
be.
it. Okay, look at what True Mom said here. She said, "My dad told me I'm not supposed to have long education because I'll be going to marry. Therefore, he stopped buying, paying for my fees, I guess." You can, this is exactly what I'm talking about.
And
Exactly what
again,
I'm talking about.
some of these faults again comes from our parents again at
Our
the same time.
parents.
Because now imagine a lady at the age of, fine, we know that yes, a lady needs to settle down. Yeah, you have to marry. Yeah, but putting that marriage first is one of the another challenges, another problem that is me I felt. Because imagine a lady at the age of 23 already, you are not even asking her, okay, what do you plan for your future? What dreams? Like that dream you say you are pursuing, how far are you going? But the next thing they'll start telling you is, you are not seeing anybody with you. Hope all is well. Or do we need to go to church and start praying for you? Or do we need to go to one herbalist and check your fortune to know maybe if anything is wrong? Imagine. And this lady, and before you know, this pressure will start bringing another thing to her, and she'll start losing focus. And if she is now eventually married again and marries to a man that just subjects her to an housewife again, you kill that dream already. And do you know
Yeah.
that there are several
Another thing I
people who
want
are
to say
waiting
here.
for her to be
Mhm.
successful?
Yeah,
That's
another thing I will say here, Joe, for the fact that that lady marries, you understand, I pray our men will be listening, because that does not stop anything. She can still go to school even from your home. When Edora Kuneli was alive, she was highly celebrated, highly celebrated. Former DG of NAFDAC and former Minister of Information in Nigeria. She made a great impact in Nigeria during Yaradra's administration, where Yaradra was when the cabal that took over Yaradra's administration could not tell Nigeria whether Yaradra was already passed or whether Yaradra was still under the oxygen
exactly.
in the hospital in Saudi Arabia. It was this woman that campaigned and campaigned until they came to make an announcement, and she said that Yaradra has passed. So she saved Nigeria a lot deal. But let me shock you. She did not get education before she got married. All those degrees she acquired was from her husband's home.
Wow.
From her husband's home up to the PhD, her husband's home. The man enabled her to go back to school, continued and continued and continued until she got to where she was before she passed. So for the fact that that girl married early does not mean you should kill that dream. Find
Exactly.
out what her passion is, what her skills are, what she has and interest in doing. Sharpen it by encouraging her. Yes, you can. If you believe you can, yes, indeed, you can. All right, I do have Spice It Up with Onwadia here, the spicy lady.
My wala woman don't come.
Oh my God. So, Sam, what's his name? You're so hilarious. I've been laughing here listening to
Joe,
you too.
Welcome.
Hello,
How are you doing
everyone.
now?
welcome,
I am good.
Spicy.
Greetings, everyone. Yeah,
I
sorry,
saw, I
guys.
saw your
When
message on
I have
YouTube
my hands
yesterday.
has been so okay. It's okay. My hands have been
Mhm.
so busy. That's why I couldn't come up or even chat to say hello to everyone I have been seeing there. So greetings
Yeah.
to you all, True Mamle, and everyone in the chat. So host, based on this topic today, you see, like you were saying, our parents are first of all the number one problem we have when it comes to the girl child.
Mm-hmm.
Right from time they started limiting the girl. I don't know if you guys can hear me very well.
Yes.
Okay, right from time they started limiting the girl child, believing that because of marriage and childbearing, a lady should just get married and then move on, raising children, moving on with a family. So, what's the essence of having education? A lot of young ladies were not trained by their parents; they were just given the basic primary six and then left to go
Mm-hmm.
do business or learn a trade or a skill, whereas the guys are pushed forward. But you see, what I'm looking at today is the reverse. More and more young ladies are beginning to equip themselves, even when they didn't get this education from their parents. They are pushing
Wow.
themselves beyond the limit, beyond the boundaries set for them. They are doing great exploits. So, like you were saying, no matter the limitation a girl child has, you can still do it. There's this lady, I read her story, I watched her interview on BBC. She's an downfall driver. Danfo
Mm-hmm.
driver. Yeah, and she's doing so well. She has built a big house from the proceed from Danfo, and building the second one has a lot of people she's paying salary. Now, when she started, she had this challenge of now man work, now man work. This one is not for a woman. This is not a woman's job. So she faced a lot of obstacles from the guys, the competition, and even from passengers who come who patronize her, like who use her downfall. Some of them, abuse her, some insult her, and they disrespected her. But she never allowed such or all those things limit her. She kept pushing, believing that she can break even in that field that they think belongs to just men alone. And today she's married with children, and she's
You
still doing
see?
that. Her husband is so proud of her, and
You see?
a lot of guys are proud of her, and there are more and more women are being recruited to join this kind of the downfall driving
Business.
business. Now,
Mm-hmm.
why am I saying this? I know the girl child right from time, especially in Africa, have been limited a lot, you know. But what I see today is young ladies who are telling themselves, hey, I don't have to wait. Even if I didn't get it, I can do it myself. I can push. I can get it myself. And parents are becoming more proud of their baby girls. You
Yes.
see, can I shock you? Today, do you know that it's more of girls taking care of their parents? Women are the ones taking care of their parents more than guys today. Women are the ones taking care of their aged parents, providing their basic need more than the guys. I can tell you this. More and more women are doing great things for their parents, building houses, buying cars. How many
Mm-hmm.
celebrities have we seen recently built houses and bought cars for their parents? It is the women, not the guys.
Mm-hmm.
Not the guys. So we can do it despite all the limitations and all the challenges thrown at us by the society, because the society up till now, whether we like it or not, still believe that it's not everything a woman can do.
Yeah.
You go to some government offices, there are certain things, certain positions they don't allow a woman. It's too competitive.
Mm-hmm.
You have to sacrifice an arm or a leg for you to get there. They
Yeah.
made it very tough for women. But you see, my joy is more women are breaking these boundaries. They are crossing it. So,
Absolutely.
so
You
no
spoke well.
woman,
You
no
spoke
woman
well.
should feel little or less. Keep pushing.
Yeah.
Keep pushing.
Absolutely. Absolutely, my co-host. Thank you for this amazing input you have given us today. And also, welcome Trending Gist with Octavia. Welcome Uju's Talk Show. Thank you guys for being here. Let me even tell you guys the practical aspect of it. Here in my state, we have our young girls, they are doing better than the boys. Young
You
girl,
see?
like, how do we call them? We call them um African
Young
American of
ladies.
Nigerian descent. So our
Mm,
children, I'm talking about our children in our community here. The young girls are doing marvelous things. When I mean
you
marvelous things,
see?
first of all,
You
they
see?
they are aiming for the best institutions, best colleges, coming out with the best everything you can think of. We have a young Nigerian that is in our House of Representatives in my state, a young Nigerian female,
You
okay,
see?
is in the UN, my state House of Representative. So our young folks, our young girls are doing something. There is this man that he had two girls, and those two girls, every 2 years, they change their father's car, whether he agrees or not. Daddy, no, we're tired of seeing you with this one, because what they want to pay back the love their father gave them. Their father believed in them. He
I am
pushed
proud of
them.
some parents.
Honestly, he pushed them. He never gave up on those girls. And look at today, the man said, I don't even know what to do. If you ask him, he said, they bought me this one. I don't even know how to operate it. They did this for me. They did that for me. And it's not that the man did not have a boy. So the man has three boys.
You see?
And guess what?
That's what I'm saying.
One of the sons are living in his basement.
Can you
But the
imagine?
girls are the ones that are more successful. If that man had the notion of our parents back in the day, whereby I beg all this education and paying school fees, just like what True Mamly said here, are you not going to marry? That is a waste of resources. Rather train the boys. They were sent out of college. This particular family, everybody went to college. The boy, first year in college, that was the end of it. Got entangled with one girl. That was how they became parents.
Uh-huh. Love a finish here. Yeah.
That
You know,
is it.
it's not just back in the days, even presently, still going on. Presently is ongoing, not just back in the days. A lot of parents still have this weird mentality about the girl child getting education, unfortunately.
Okay, Mommy Feji said we shouldn't generalize that. She has an example where a girl child abandoned her mother. Yeah, I don't think she meant to generalize, but she's maybe 80% or 90% of the people taking care of their children, their parents, are actually the girls.
Exactly. Yeah,
The
she's
girls.
actually correct because, well, the guy, like, even she's very correct with her statistics. Yes, because most of the times it's the women. Even if you look at, even when you're married, even your in-law, most of the times the male child, they don't even have time for them. It's most of the time it's the wives that try to reach out to our in-laws, the siblings. So I think I can really back up that her stats. Yeah, she really said right. But may God just help us. So I just hope that that law that Abia governor passed, I hope that it will be very, very established, not just in Abia State alone, but in the whole of the world.
Yeah, for that law is a historic one and is a stepping stone for other state governors to also, you know, go into it. But I want to believe that even if other states succeed, Anambra will be the last state that is that.
Host,
Let me-
host, concerning that, there is something I also need to state here. We also need to enlighten ourselves on this law. Some women are believing that that law is for it covers all the land, covers all the inheritance. Now, there is something the Igbos call ancestral land. I don't know about other tribes, but in my tribe, which Oyoyo knows, ancestral lands cannot be inherited by women, and there is a reason for that. Ancestral land is not any other land. A girl child or a woman can inherit any other property, any other land, but that ancestral land, and I think is an obi or so.
Anobi, yes.
Yes, it cannot be inherited by any woman unless the guys. Reason being that the women, of course, get married.
Spicy. I don't want to believe it's even Anobi that they are contested. They can't contest that.
A
That is
lot of
black
women are
and white.
contesting that, my dear. I was on a this thing where I think on a live stream where women are dragging that. They are
Anobi.
contesting that, and I'm saying yes, that
And
they
were they
should also
married
be
women
allowed to.
or were they married women or women
Married
left
women,
in?
married and
Okay.
single,
Okay.
married and single. So they are having this misinformation, thinking it's for every. It is not for every. Ancestral lands are different from every other land. No matter what, a woman in Igbo land, my culture, cannot inherit that land. They can give you any other piece of land, they can give you any property, but when it comes to that particular land, a woman cannot inherit it, and there is a reason for that. So we need to understand that this law passes not include ancestral lands are not inclusive. Just to clarify.
Yeah, definitely. Any sensible human being should know that the place
My
where your
work
father's
generation,
house.
we are in a work generation where people, of course, they don't want to know. They believe this human right. I know human rights, yes, women rights and all that, but let us also be guided on the things we are requesting for. Things like this ancestral land should please be left out of this whole saga.
No, definitely. Like I said, anybody that is reasonable enough should know it's not Okmun or Obin Nage that you want to go and take and be dragging. No, you can't drag
Yes,
Obin
yes,
Nage. No. The thing they are contesting, especially this issue that went to court and all of that, it was being
yeah,
dragged because of what? The one that went to court, the one of the wives did not have a male child. she had only female children. And based on that,
Yeah.
they told them that because you don't have male kids, you're not going to inherit anything from our brother. That every
What
inheritance goes to the
nonsense.
son. You understand?
What
And
nonsense.
that became a problem. And because the daughters were, they were educated, they started going to court. They went to court
Yeah.
until they were given the verdict that they can inherit from their father's
Very
property.
good.
And they were not even
Very
talking
good.
about, they said the case was so funny that their mother was even driven out of the compound, which is not supposed to be. You get what I'm saying? Their mother was,
Yeah.
they were not supposed to drive the woman out of that compound. What they would have done is to have a place for her to stay. And if her children,
Yes.
if their children are grown enough to like get some money, they can build her a bigger house, and the family should give the woman a plot where she can build on. But our people now, some of them can be very vicious. They don't even want to hear anything because you did not produce a male child. Everything belongs to the wife that made
Greed.
that
If,
produce a male child.
course, we are even talking about those who have female children. What about those who don't even have at all?
That's the
They
end
don't
now.
even, those ones, they are driven away like chickens, as if
Immediately.
they mean nothing. Immediately. They don't even give them time to pack their things together.
Yeah.
Hmm?
There was one story they told me. They said the boy, they were a young couple. I think the marriage was about a year and maybe 18 months, maybe a year and 6 or thereabout. And the man died. He got ill, he died. When the man died, the wife did not want to go. The wife wants to continue with the family. You understand? Because she has come to love the family. But the men in the family, they gathered the woman and said there is no point you staying, that you can actually go and then remarry if you want to. The woman cried her eyes because she said she has settled down here, that she loves they said no, there is no point. That was how the
Can
girl
you
packed her
imagine?
things and
This
left.
is her home. It's her home. It's her husband's house.
She left. The men, they gathered and said, you know what, you're a young woman. You can't just be here, be idle. You can go back and remarry. They didn't even waste time. I'm not even if it was up to 1 year. I think the moment the morning section was done, the eldest brother to the man, to the husband, called her and called the other Omona. That was how they decided the girl's fate. She had to go back to her parents' house. And then this is a relationship that was maybe she invested over 4 years into the relationship, and then they now got married maybe about 2 years or 18 months into it, and that was how everything. She was not bothered that she didn't have children. They told her, you don't even have children to stay, there is no reason, nothing to tie you
But
back.
host, let's even look at this critically. I don't even think it's wise for the woman to just stay there. She has a life to live. She can move on with her life, remarry if she wants to, do business, just live a life of
She
freedom,
didn't
because
want to.
so long as she's there, they will restrict her. She won't have that freedom to do whatever she wants to do in terms of growth,
She didn't want
personal
to leave.
growth.
She didn't want to leave. She wanted to remain in the family, and maybe if she happens to get a child or two, of course the child will belong to the family, but they didn't give her that opportunity to even stay. They didn't give her the
But
opportunity.
the only people that can give her that is the husband's brothers. And if
Brothers,
none
yeah.
of them is interested in her, there is nothing. They will not allow her go out to get children from outside.
Yeah,
You
they didn't even
understand?
give her this. They told her, no, there is no point of you staying because one, you don't have a child. You're a young woman. You have to go and remarry if you want to remarry. You don't just come and you don't have to stay here. I was like,
Yeah.
wow. maybe the woman wanted to remain there, and then maybe in the
But
future.
I don't even see why she would even want to waste her life there. The man
I,
is
I,
not
I
there,
w-
no
that was
children.
exactly what I asked. I said, but wait, what was she thinking about? She said that they were surprised. The whole people the family, they were surprised when she said she didn't want to go. They said, why?
No,
You don't
no.
have a child. You're still a young woman. She said, yes, that it doesn't matter. She just loves her husband. She wants to remain with her husband's people.
No, no, no. That one, Kai. In fact, I don't know why she want to waste her life. I mean, marriage is over. They say it's still dead. It's over. Move
Till
on with
death
your
do
life.
you
Go live your
part.
life. Till
Yeah,
that, do your part. Do your part. Eh?
absolutely.
You now want to stay. None of the brothers will marry you at the end of the day. So what have you achieved? You end up ruining your life. Eh? Wasting
Absolutely.
it. I'm
Yeah,
glad that they actually
Laura said
insisted that
she's
she
in love
leave.
with the family. Exactly. It's the family name that she wanted to stay because the family name is one popular name. So she wanted to
Um,
stay.
okay. Okay. She's not even thinking about herself. Family name.
No,
Well, I'm
she
happy that they took that decision for her because that will push her to go do things for herself.
she left
Mm?
now immediately after
Yeah.
the morning period. She carried her things and that was it for her. That was
Yeah.
it.
She's gonna find a good man again and move on with her life.
Yeah. Mommy Fetty said quite a number of things here. She said about the woman, the girl that abandoned the mother. It was the male child and his wife that took care of the woman eventually. And she has quite a few
Wow.
examples in that respect. That she said that she
Wow.
grew up in a family of 6 girls and a son, and she agreed with some of the issues raised because she I know how my only brother was so spoiled, and thank God our dad was educated and insisted in training all of us. We looked after him as well before he passed. You see,
Mm.
the father was
Yeah.
educated. Assuming Mommy Fetchi's father was not an educated man, most of these girls they wouldn't have been this successful. She has
Yes.
a sister that is a professor. She's nurse practitioner. You understand? The man understood the basics. She understood the fact that a girl child should be given every encouragement that child needs to
Equal
become the best at it.
rights.
Yeah,
Equal rights.
absolutely. He understood it very well, and that's why he trained all of them, and they are all successful. What if
Mm.
he did not understand it and then pushed all of them to get married? And then this because the son they will be they will even allow his feet to touch the ground. They will so spoil the son being the only one. And what if the son is not successful in the future after you have put all your energy and hope on that child? So that's the
Host,
thing.
oh,
Mhm.
host, do we say that illiteracy is actually a contributing factor to this?
It
Like
is now.
illiteracy.
It is.
Illiteracy. Mm.
Yeah, it is. Because an
Because
educated
most of the
man,
people who do this are actually poor people.
yeah.
People from humble background. Let me not use the word poor. People from humble background. Those are the ones doing this mostly. They didn't work on any inheritance. They don't even have much. But you see them making so much noise more. I know
Let
a
me
lot of rich guys are doing this, giving their female children the best education, the best life so far. But you see those ones that are struggling, they are the ones that believe that it's their boys that will come and save them from poverty.
let me give you this example of what happened. My mom has 6 girls and 2 boys. That's what my mommy
Yeah.
had. Then my uncle at the time, he had 5 girls and two sons. The sons were at the very bottom. You understand? The sixth
Hmm.
and the seventh were sons. So when the girls were getting older, growing, the first one was just coming out of secondary school. The next thing we were hearing that she was getting married. My mother called
Mm-hmm.
because they are related to my mom. My mother called say, there is a good thing, she's getting married. But how about education, Kwano? And when won't you send them to school? She said, Mama, go, Then the man went home. After saying, he could not answer my mother straight. You understand? He went
Mm-hmm.
home, he started thinking. By the time he now finished thinking, he called his wife that look at what my mother asked him. Look at the conversation they had. The next day, the woman was in my house in the village
Uh-uh.
to come and thank my mother. Biko and Mama,
Oh.
God will bless you. Keep telling him you're the only one he can listen to. Keep telling him. Fast forward to when the third daughter was the first one eventually was encouraged. She started school. She graduated from Nnamdi Azikiwe. The second, the third. So when the third one was graduating from school, the man came to my house to see my mother. That he calls my mom sister. Sister, you were the reason why I sent my children to school. It was
Wow.
just you. That she looked at it. You have 6 girls, right? And it's not that you even have a husband because my father died at a very young age, and then but you still insisted on that the fact that your kids must go to school. You insisted. You
Hmm.
continued. That you were the encouragement. You were everything that anybody should look at. Till today, the man, he can't forget, he still remembers it. And anytime he thinks about it, he just praises for my mother. And why
You
am
know,
I
a lot.
saying this? Yeah, go
Go on.
ahead.
A lot of parents, actually, a lot of fathers who insist on this is just bride price kahane debu. They are thinking about what they will get from their in-laws. It's as if
Are
like they're
you
selling the
serious?
girl child, and they're thinking about the proceed from the sale. Hmm?
You're
Ihe
so right
the
there.
proceeds from the sale, so that they can, a son-in-law is a son added to the family, so they can have one more guy, providing for the family. That's why I say
Wow.
most people who do this are from humble background, and illiteracy is really a strong contributing factor to this mindset that a
It
girl
is.
child, yeah, is nothing, or is not as valuable as the boy child.
It is. You can say that again, honestly. You can say that again. See what Mommy Fetch said. She said, absolutely. They kept telling that's her father that he was wasting money training girls, that he should let
Mm-hmm.
us all get married. You see? And it's still happening today. Oh. It's still happening today. Some people in the villages, they'll be looking at their daughters as a hen very soon now, and an in-law will come, like Spice
Mm.
explained. They will gain a son, which will be a son-in-law, and he will also be a contributory person into the family.
Mm.
It's still happening today. It's still happening.
Why do you think they hike bride price anyhow, demanding for huge bride price?
Honestly, if
It
you
is
see
it,
some people's
it is
bride
what they are
price,
looking for from the girl child. That's all. Hmm?
hmm,
Nothing more.
wow. Thank you, Mercy, for being here. Thank you guys for supporting this live stream. I really appreciate all of you. See, it's really a challenge, but we should speak it up. We should, lend our voices. We should continue the campaign to tell a girl child out there that you can become whatever you set your mind to be. So far you believe that you can, yes, indeed you can. That girl
Yes.
child should not be discouraged. Honestly, this thing Mami Fechi wrote here, it reminded me of my mother. They laughed at my mother. Now my mother, right? There was
Imagine.
nothing they did not say to my mother. She was suffering, wasting her money and her time raising us instead of her to allow us to get married. You understand? They
Kahabiango
said,
manya, so that they can
yeah,
bring goats and cows for them.
they said all of that. Then there's another one that happened. The man had maybe he had 4 or 5 girls, 5 girls and 3 sons, right? Then he never even made any attempt about those girls. It was the mother that was the everything for those children. And then look, if you see those girls today, they are very successful, 5 of them, exceptionally successful. And their sons
Wow.
are struggling. When their
Hmm.
father now died, now, 5 of them hammer 5 cows
Hmm.
to bury their then in-laws. If you see the burial, it was in their number, in-laws came in their full
In-laws.
regalia everywhere.
Ogobuchionye. Why do you think Igbos have this saying, Ogobuchionye?
And guess what?
Ogobuchionye na.
Guess what they are saying? They said, hey, where is the papa, daddy today? Is there look at that they felt like if they had the power to wake their father up from the coffin to see that it's the girls that he didn't give
Hmm.
any opportunity, and the ones making sure that he had a
Wake,
lasting life
wake him
even
up and
before.
then send him back. Wake him up for
Honestly,
5 minutes to see what's going on. Look
that was
around and
what
then go
they
back to
were
the place beyond.
discussing. Your daughter, imagine the daughters gather and say, hey, they will look at all of them successful. Not even their father did not make that effort. They are
Hmm.
just like you said that they are determined. Some girls are determined to become what they want to become, despite the fact that their parents did not push them or encourage them. These ladies I'm talking about are all successful. Are they into trade? They are doing exceptional in their trade.
Hmm.
When their father died, they were like, they gathered, all of them now back home, they were talking about it, having a good laugh. The son is still struggling. It's the women that are contributing money to help the son. The other one, the women are contributing money to help the son. So when you think you've had it all, it's still happening. So our parents, mothers like me, young folks should be able to understand that nothing is stopping anybody, especially a girl child, apart from that girl child herself. You are the only reason why you don't want to become what you want to become. Even with all the challenges thrown at you, your parents are not even believing you can. But if you can believe you can, then indeed you can achieve it. Honestly, you can achieve
Host, do
whatever
you
you
know
set.
that what some parents do is they when they insist that their young daughters get married, some of them say that they need the money to raise
To train the
set up
boys.
business. Yeah, to train the boys or set up business for them. So as she's getting married, they are sending they are sending her the bills for the boy child for him to continue his education. So a girl child investment is not for free. She will have to provide money to raise the boy child to continue their education or to establish a business.
Wow. You know, when you hear these things, you cringe, honestly. You think by now that, you know, a lot of people must have been on the know that these things are not supposed to be that way. But it's still happening. It's still
It's still
happening. And you
happening.
now ask yourself, when is it ever going to end? I said a few
Mm.
minutes ago that the world is male. You understand? It's male because
Mm.
they want to believe we have it all. Okay, my girl that is in middle school, my daughter is in middle school, that she came home telling me that some boys will just do some certain things in class, and when they report to the teacher will say, just leave them, they are boys. But when a girl
Can you
does the
imagine?
same thing, yeah,
Excusing the boys.
excusing the boys, when a girl does the same thing, the girl will be scolded. So she came home and then what is even wrong with people? Why do they think that boys should get away with things because they are boys? That is enabling them to continue to do whatever. My daughter is 12, and this is what she was telling me. Mommy, that even the teachers are enablers. Instead of them to tell them that, well, I say, well, I can't control what happens in your school, but I can control what happens in my home. For that reason, if anybody should come and talk to you anyhow and you feel it's not appropriate, put that person to his spot immediately. Don't even wait. Speak
Exactly.
up for yourself. Not only are you speaking up for yourself, remember always that you're a colored girl. So you can always
Yeah.
be sure to speak up for yourself. She was very, very, very upset with that, saying, why do they always excuse them? Then, okay, in the school dressing code, right? A boy can wear a sleeveless and come to school. Some girls cannot wear that because you're a girl. So they have dress
And then
code.
we say, don't you know you are a girl? Don't
Uh-huh.
you know you are a girl?
And tell you dress code for girls, and then boys can wear anything. But when it comes to a girl, no, you don't have to wear a short sleeve, no, because you'll be exposing your body. How about this person? They don't trust the children of nowadays. But look at James, he's wearing the same thing. You say, yeah, he's a boy.
Yeah.
I think it's high time, even the school authority, they should stop this kind of excuses they are making for boy child. They
Discrimination.
should stop it. Yeah.
Discrimination against the girl child.
Absolutely. They should stop that excuses they are making for them. If they do something wrong, correct them the same way you correct a girl child. And in terms of dress code, everybody should dress appropriately, not just the girls dressing appropriately. The other people can wear anything to school. No. Those are the challenges we are talking about. Is it going to end? No. But are we still going to be talking? I would definitely continue to lend my voice on that because I have girls and I want the best for them. And I will stand for anything that is not right that is done to a girl child.
That's why they say it's a man's world. It's a
I'm telling
man's
you,
world. We keep hearing them say it's a man's world. We need to change that narrative that it's a man's world. We can
honestly,
do it. We need to control that narrative. Women are doing greater things, amazing things. Women are occupying great positions. They are changing the world. We are life givers. We bring forth life. So we are even stronger. We should be held at high esteem. It's not
Absolutely.
easy. What we do, we nurture, we bring life. But that's not the only thing we do in this world.
Yeah. I really, when I watched that girl's video this morning, I was so touched because first of all, she's a YouTuber, just like I am a YouTuber, you understand? And second of
Yeah.
all, she's a girl child. And come to
Mm.
think that she said when she finished the house and then told the father about, the father was so happy because this has always been his dreams. She said that they never had a family home. You know the way you said our family home, like in the Igbo now, also you can always go back to your family home. Some people don't
Yeah.
have that opportunity. So when she built this house for her father, in fact she couldn't contain her fulfillment and joy. Is a girl child that did that. Is a girl child. So if that girl child can become that, have that in mind that I'm going to do something that my father will be happy, proud of. There is no stopping anybody that is listening to my voice today. You can become what you set your mind to be. All you need to do is to believe you can. And if you're not achieving it, you are the only hindrance to that your success. Why do I say that? If you give up because stones are thrown at you, you have dashed the future. But if you keep striving despite your challenges, it's a matter of time. I tell you, that's a sun will shine at you. You
It's
just have
just that
to.
unfortunately, when some girl child get married, the whole thing continued even from her husband's house. She's limited. She's told what to do. Even if she
Yeah,
wants to further her education, what can she do without the support of her husband, my dear?
that is the
If
truth.
the parent didn't never supported her and she gets married and the husband is not willing to support her, what can she do? That's the challenge. The man will give her
I gave
option
an
of either
example.
leaving that marriage or focusing on or going to school. I have a lady who has told me this, that the husband gave her the option. She should either quit that marriage or forget about the school, and she wanted to further. I told her,
And
I
what
said,
did
anyway,
she
I
do?
cannot really make a choice for you. You decide what you want. You have two children right now. Do you
Wow.
have the financial strength to further your education single-handedly? She said she doesn't. I said,
How?
okay, since you don't and you have kids, what can you do? If you leave the marriage, can you still further education while working and taking care of these children? She said no. I said, unfortunately, I can't make this decision. It's a tight one.
Mm,
Unfortunately. She's
mm.
still there. She's still with the husband.
Wow. The man is
And
not
the guy is
supportive
not
at
treating
all.
her right. He's been treating her so badly. He's been treating her badly. Unfortunately,
You
I told her the only way out is for you to divorce him and move on. But what about the children?
know,
Can you take care of them? She went back. Okay, I was also telling you about one young lady that went back to her father. I think I was sharing it on the live stream. She went back home and the mother sent her back like there's no
yeah,
room for her
yeah,
in the
you
parents'
shared
house.
that.
She had to go back to her husband's house.
Hmm.
It's
Wow.
really sad.
Welcome with Juice Talk Show. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for jumping on to give us one or two opinions here. As Spice,
My greetings to you.
I gave an example of Dora Akoneli. She got all her
Mm.
degrees while married. Why can't some men
Yes,
be supportive?
my
Why?
dear. Because they are
Anyway,
threatened by a woman's success. They are threatened. A lot of men are threatened by their wife's success, and that is another challenge women are facing today. Their husbands will do everything to cut their wings so they don't fly. They will do everything to limit them. Yes,
wow.
it's a big challenge women are facing right now. So let's just pray for a good man at the end of it all. Welcome,
Absolutely.
Ujunwa.
Would you talk show? Sis, welcome. Please, let's hear what you have to say today.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. We shall continue to create this awareness. You know, woman's child, the way I look at it is a child. We are all children,
Mhm.
and our culture where we are from. It's like they treat women as if we're second-class citizens,
Mm-hmm.
not knowing that God created us all equally. I understand, man. Okay. Our culture, you need to have a male child to take over the father's name and all that. But people should also realize that a woman is created by God.
One.
And during those days, like I heard, they'll try and train the male children and leave the female children because
Mm-hmm.
they are, brought up to get married. They will leave the family. They'll answer their family, their husband's name,
Yeah.
while the men, the boys, will answer their father's name and carry that name and legacy. We should also put in mind that not all these men, although, they are carrying their father's name, are very functional in their father's house. Just like um, Omalicha Spice pointed out, it is actually sometimes the women, the ladies that take care of their parents when they are older. I'm telling you the truth. Because once a man gets married, he has his wife, he has his family, he focuses on that. But we women, we are trained differently. Okay, let me ask you, for example, now as a woman, even when you're buying something for yourself, the next thing that will come to your mind is, Mom, what of my mother? You see what I'm saying? We are wired that way because we are women. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, I don't think they're hearing me.
Yes, we can
Can you
hear
hear
you. We
me?
can hear you. Yeah, I
Yeah.
muted so that I won't disturb.
Okay, we are wired that way. That's just how we are. We think about others. We are nurturing by nature. There is this program that I watched. This lady wanted to be a cop. She went through all the process. Here in America is a tough process to be a cop. We have to go through exercises and everything for you to become a cop. She went through all that and she became a cop. And when you now become a cop, they'll pair you, they'll make sure you have a partner, somebody that at least you guys will be going on calls together and all that, just for security, for backing. It happened that this lady was paired with a guy. Immediately, this guy saw this lady, his countenance, everything about him changed. He's like, why? Why are you giving me a lady? What is she going to do for me? How is she going to protect me? You know?
Mm.
The lady looked at him and smiled. And their boss said, she is going with you. The guy tried everything to frustrate this lady. Cut the story short, when they found themselves in a tight situation, guess who saved the day? The lady. The lady, you know. But see him.
I wish
When
I wish I were there. I would have loved to see his reaction.
That's hilarious.
Exactly, and he repented. He asked that for forgiveness, because
Mm-hmm.
what guys do, just like I heard you're talking about professions, engineering. When you want to be an engineer, an architect, they'll tell you all loom work is for men. Gone are those days.
Mm-hmm.
And for a woman to say, "Oh, I want to be a cop. Oh, I want to be in the army. Oh, I want to be this." Those days, it was it wasn't a thing. But now women are encouraged to do that because
Yeah.
we are good. Our work is not only in the kitchen or in the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
The way that God created a
I wish
man,
Boo Boo would hear.
Loud it. Loud it.
the
Loud it. Loud
the
it.
way the
Boo
way
Boo
God
should hear.
the way God created a man with a purpose is the way God created the woman with a purpose. On the last day, you will stand as a man to give account, and I, as a woman, will stand to give account of whether I fulfilled my purpose on earth. You see, God is not looking at you as you're a man. Okay, you are able to do this. You're a woman. No, you can't do this. No, God bestowed to each and every one of us, despite our sexes, a purpose. We are created for a purpose. We are not just here wandering around. And it's for us to find our purpose. Don't allow your gender prevent you from achieving what God has called you to do. That is why I weep when I see women losing themselves in marriage because they are married to the wrong person. You cannot fulfill that purpose. You know you have a calling in your life. And this person you married is downing you. Is not allowing you to fulfill that purpose. That is a major red flag, because let me tell you, that last day you will stand and give account of what God has called you and given you. Because we are not here as wanderers. Okay, we wander. No, don't allow your gender, whether you're a woman or I'm a woman. Yeah, I'm made just to have children. I don't have any purpose. I'm made to take care of my husband
Honestly.
and my children, and that is what I'm supposed to do. My work is just in the bedroom to make sure I satisfy him and cook in the
That is
kitchen.
it.
That's not your purpose in life. People should realize that. Start finding your purpose and start, pursuing that purpose, because God didn't just create you. I'm sorry that I'm sounding like this, but I just wanted
No, we need to say these things, Ju. We
yeah,
need to say them.
yeah. So female children are specially made by God. We should not look down, oh, because she has only female children. That woman with female children is more satisfied, is
Yeah.
more fulfilled than you with thousands of. I'm not saying when thousands of male children. We should understand that we are all created for a purpose. When you look at somebody, you don't see the gender, you see God's creation. That person is created for a purpose. Not created because, yeah. I just wanted to add that, so that we have to just open our eyes and realize that women are special forces and God made us perfectly special. When they talk about the brain anatomy of male and female, God bestowed our brain anatomy. Women's brain anatomy is different from men.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why? Because God empowered us to multitask. We can do different things at the same time. A
Yes.
woman can be doing this and thinking about that. Oh, I have to do this. I can do that. I will do this and I'll do that. A woman can do that. Men are just focused. That's how their brain is. Have you noticed that when a man is watching a game, a football game, he's so focused, he cannot do two things at the same time. That's how their brain is wired, though. Don't get mad at them when they say, no, leave me when I finish this. That is how they are wired. But we can be watching that football game or basketball game or whatever you're watching, and your mind is going, oh, I have to do this. Oh, did I finish that homework? Oh, was I able to do this? Oh, I have to. That's how we are. And we can leave that spot and do what we have to do and come back again. Do you
Mm-hmm.
understand? That is how God wired us. That is what makes us special. So for women to say, okay, you're specially made, you should realize that, you should understand that. And all these men, you cannot, most of them, those one even treating their wives badly, you cannot survive without that, your wife. Let me tell you. Because some of these men, their wives are their hands, their feet, and everything.
And everything. Yes, I agree.
So
I
we
agree.
should stop this. Female children are also important as male children. All right, that is how I'm going to round this debate.
Thank you so much,
Wow.
Ju. Thank
Wow.
you,
Wow. I'm
man.
just here nodding my head like, wow,
Thank
one
you
year, no one
so
because they are
much.
with
You're
wisdom.
welcome. You're
Honestly,
welcome.
thank you
You're
so much
welcome.
for your input here,
You're
because
welcome,
and
dear.
another thing I will say here is for us to continue to lend our voices,
No,
in
we
these
have to.
situations like this, talk to that girl child. There is this lady in the society where we stay. If she sees a lady in church, she's a lady in church, a Black American woman. So if she sees any child, especially a Black American child, any child that is her color, she will call you apart. What grade are you? How are you? What are you doing well in school? Then when she is done with that child, she will now walk with that child to the mother and then come back and say, I just had a little conversation with your child and she's so interesting. I want you to understand that she is the leader of our tomorrow. That is a different, she doesn't know my name, but she does that to every child in the church. This child is the leader for our tomorrow. That is the voice we are going to have tomorrow. Please make sure you teach her right. Make sure you encourage her in her studies. Make sure you back her up when there is a research to do. Help her. I was just there nodding my head. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So we should continue to be the voice. We should continue to speak. We should continue to encourage that girl child. We should continue to encourage that woman that thou are beautiful. You are wonderful. You can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. We should be that voice that our girls, when they sit in their quietness, they will say, my mom said I can become what I can become, that engineering thing, in as much as the society is putting me down. Yeah, but because she believes in me, I want to challenge myself to do better. All right, guys. You guys have been amazing, but nothing but amazing. I don't want this to pass 2 hours, so I'll be gradually rounding up. And I want to also thank all of you for your contribution today. Thank you, Mommy Fechi. Thank you, Uju's Talk Show, for your input today. Thank you, Spicy. Joe as well for coming in here. Estelle Family TV, thank you for being here. Meg Space, thank you so much for always stopping by. I appreciate all of you. So, Spice, before you leave, what do you have to tell us in a nutshell? A girl child, the value of a girl child, inheritance, achievement, or challenges. In a nutshell, how do you round up for us?
Yeah, thank you, host. I want to encourage every girl child out there to spread her wings and fly. You've got great opportunities. Let nothing limit you. Even if the society, the family, and society at large says that you can't, tell yourself you can. Take a look at the mirror. Go out there and see women doing great things, amazing things. If they say you cannot further your education, if your father or your parent stopped you from furthering your education, when you leave their home, you can still do it. What I want to tell women today is watch who you're getting married to. It's not just about money, because you might get married to a guy who is rich. He won't want you to further your education. So be sure that the person you want to get married to is reasonable and responsible, a guy who understands your dream, a man who will support you. It's not just about money. Look, men who have, it's not every man with money that can support your dream as a woman. So when you're going, do not just look at the money. Look at a man who can support your dreams and your visions in life, even with the little he has. You can do it. And I'm so proud that women are breaking boundaries today. They are breaking the barriers. They are going high. They are spreading their wings and flying so high. Look at this young lady that built a house for her father. Many more. Just recently, this year alone, I know how many celebrities that have dedicated houses to their parents. They are doing it.
Yeah.
You can do it. The thing there is, we most times will also conform to the societal dictation for us, because the society say we can't, we believe we can't. Who says you can't? Let the society say you can't, but what matters is what you confess, what you want out of life. Can you do it? If you can, then go ahead. Nothing is stopping you. Not even what everyone believes. I know in some government offices, they limit women and all that. What about business? What about setting up your own company, your own business, and doing great exploits? You don't have to remain under that place, they tied and change you where they are limiting you. Spread your wings and fly. That's what I want to tell the girl child to do. Every one of us here. God bless you so much. Thank you. You've really done justice to this topic.
Amazing. We can't exhaust this topic. And trust me, I'm going to send this link to my daughters for them to sit down in their quiet time and listen to messages shared here. And I'm going to send it to every young girl I know. So if you have a list of young girls that need to be encouraged, need to reaffirm to them that yes, they can, please send this link as well to them to encourage them, to get them back to track. And folks,
I'll leave you to conclude, Hosi, if you don't mind.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Spicy has a show coming up in 5 minutes. Please don't go. If you still have the time, please, we should all be from here. We'll all be from here, be going to her own live stream to support her and to encourage her. And before I take my bow today, I want to specially thank all of you for joining me and my folks from Facebook. I dope my cap for you all. Thank you for the share. I saw everything. You guys are amazing. And for my YouTube family here, God bless you guys real good for coming around this topic. Mommy Faith, thank you so much. Uju's Talk Show, thank you for being amazing. Spice It Up, my sister, thank you so much. Not only is she my sister, she's also my wife. Thank you so much. And for everybody that joined today, thank you guys. True Mamlet, thank you for sharing your story with me. I appreciate that. Thank you, Cheese Family. Thank you, Meg Space. Thank you, Trending Gist. The list is endless. Joe, you know I love you. Thank you for your continuous support to Yo-Yo Sword. God bless you. Real good for always showing forth, for sharing my video. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Joe, don't forget to go to Spice right now. I want you to go and watch Spice so that you can also subscribe, put on your notifications so you'll be getting her videos whenever she goes live. She goes live all the time. You can also make your own contribution. It's a matter of going to type in YouTube and you're going to pull her up as well with her name, Spice It Up with Onwadia. Okay. Thank you guys for being amazing. Trending G's, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. All right. So I will say to that girl child, which I'm also talking to myself because I'm a girl child. Okay. I will first of all thank my mother for believing in us. We are 6 girls. Mama, I don't know if you're going to watch this. I don't know if you're going to, but I will try and send the link to you. I want to thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for who you are, for being true to what you believe. You said education is the best legacy anybody can give to a child. You told me that when I was about 8 years old. And you said it again when I was 15. You kept saying it until this day. When I got admission into the university, that was what you told me, that education is the best legacy anybody can give to a child. Not just a boy child, but to also girl children. And mommy, you did not fail. You kept on and you kept your word. You made sure that we all went to school. I remember my little story when I was in my SS3 and I had suitors lined up. When I mean suitors, I had 6 at once lined up. And my mother told a few of them that came to bring wine. She said that this one is my very last. I have 5 other ones ahead of her. She's the very last. And the 5 other ones ahead of her, they all got university education. This one has not even written WAEC. And you are asking for her hand in marriage. But the thing is this, if I thought she says yes to any of you, she was telling them that the thing is she must at least be in her 2nd year before you marry her. So if you want to marry her, you have to wait. She will write JAMB, pass JAMB. 1st year in the university, she will finish. 2nd year, if you're still patient enough to wait for her to finish 2nd year, then you can come back. Mommy, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for not throwing us into marriages because, one, you are the only one raising us. Secondly, we are girls. You said no. And you raised amazing women, educators, lawyers. Think of anything. You raised amazing women, bankers. Mama, you did amazing. And I pray that my generation of women will still have women like you that believe and have so much faith in the girl child, that education is the best legacy you can give to that child, not marriage. If you're there watching me, if you're a mother watching me, an auntie, a guardian that is looking after a girl child, I want you to be, at least borrow a leaf from my mother. Give that girl the wings to fly. Send her to school. Let her learn a skill if she cannot go to school. Let her believe that she can make the best out of life with all that God has blessed her with. Do not hush her into getting married because the society thinks that a girl belonged to the kitchen or belonged to the other room, just like the president of Nigeria said that his wife belonged to the other room. Do not dim the light of that young girl, but rather give her that candle that she will hold and let that light continue to shine. So, Mama, if you're watching this, I want to thank you, especially from the depth of my heart, for an amazing woman you are. God will continue to bless you with good health, keep you for us. I remember those days. A lot of people discourage you from paying school fees for us, but you said no. They must go to school, and not just school, they must go to university. Those were your words. And Mama, it turned out just the way you said it. God bless you for the hard work, because it's not easy raising girls, so it's not easy. To raise a girl child is more expensive than to raise a boy child. If you doubt me, go buy sanitary towel and come, and then buy the cleaning and health supply for a girl for a year. Then you can compare how much you buy for a boy than the one you buy for a girl. But thank you, Mama. Thank you so much, Mom. Thank you so much. May God bless you and continue to bless you with good health. Likewise, every other mother out there that believed in their daughters and raised them right. God bless all of you. May whatever you put your hand continue to prosper in the name of Jesus. And may good health be your lot. And extend that same faith you offer to your children, to kids in your neighborhood, to girls around your neighborhood, around your community. Instill the belief that they can become what they want to become. Continue to do that work you did with your children. Continue to tell them that they are the only thing that could stop them. If they believe they can be an engineer, they can be an engineer. If they believe they can be an architect, they can be an architect. If they believe they can go to the moon, be an astronaut, they can't. Encourage that girl child. Women are more than just belonging to the kitchen or belonging to the other room. We are more, and there is more to every woman. I want to thank all of you for being here today. Thank you guys for listening to me. Thank you guys for watching this video. And please do me one more favor. Everyone here, Estelle, Joe, Trending Gist, Meg, Space, and everybody watching me from the background, do me one more favor. Extend this love and hand of friendship you've offered me today to spice it up with Onwadia. Her live stream starts in less than 60 seconds. Thank you guys for being here, and be the voice of that young girl in your neighborhood. Tell that young girl, you know what, you can do it. Believe you can. Tell that young girl, don't look at the challenges today, but look at the future. Look at the future. Look at the future. The future is bright if you believe. Lend a hand of hope with your words and action. Until I see you guys in the next stream, thank you guys for being amazing. Mommy Fetty said, may God bless your mom. It's good to appreciate good mothers. Absolutely. What a wonderful mother. Thank you. Next Space, I have just finished your appreciation video on my other channel. Congratulations, my dear. All right. Thank you guys for being here. Let's go support my dear friend and sister. Spice it up with Onwa Dia. Let me see if I can share the link. In case if you don't have her link, let me quickly share it right away so we can all jump in to her channel. Where is it? Just 1 second, guys. 1 second. All right. So let me share the link in a second, and then I will call it a day. So the link of Spice It Up is now being shared in my live stream. So feel free to jump on the link and go follow Spice It Up with Onwadia. For some reason, it's not reflecting here. Okay, yeah, the link is down. You can click on the link and go to Spice It Up to support her. Thank you guys for being amazing. And thank you for being that voice that a young girl will listen to and challenge herself to do better. And also, congratulations to May J. Black for the beautiful home you built for your dad. May God continue to bless you and your family as well. I don't know you, but I just love the kind gesture which you did and the story you shared. God bless you, real good. And to everyone that listened to me, True Mamle, thank you for sharing your story. I appreciate that. God bless you guys real good. Until I see you guys in my next live stream, which is on Saturday, 9 a.m. Central American time. God bless you guys. Keep being good, okay? And stay warm and be well. Thank you all.